Hey guys, welcome back. I'm going to talk about the 4 Imperial comp that is very good in patch 9.15B, and if you collect all 4 of these pieces, you've got a very strong OTK Exodia comp. This comp really smashes almost every comp out there. It's a really strong comp, but of course you're gonna have to roll for that Swain. If you don't, you can still go for the 2 Imperial build with Darius and Draven. I don't like the 2 Imperial build as much. I much more prefer the 4 Imperial build, and actually it's not that hard to get because there aren't a lot of players out there that are trying to do 4 Imperials right now. Most players are still trying to do Void Sorcerers or Rangers in most cases, so this shouldn't be too hard to find as long as you don't have 4 people trying to get Swains. So the first version of this build is going to be the Imperial Elementalist. You're going to have Kennen, Brand, Anivia, and Kayle as the support units here. Kayle is going to give you Knight bonus with Darius, so this is going to give you some tankiness for the whole team. And then Brand is the best choice instead of the Lysandra because he's a demon, so is a Swain. So guess what? They're both going to do a bit of a mana burn, which is pretty good if it procs, especially with all these Void Sorcerers running around. You can silence that Cho'Gath or Karthus just in time before they ult. And for the item builds, if you go for a Swain, you can do Dragon's Claw, Guardian Angel. A Guardian Angel is absolute must for Swain. If you don't get this on him, he's not going to be as good. He needs to revive at least once because sometimes he doesn't get to ult right away. Dragon's Claw is a very good choice as secondary item. And then for a third choice, you can do Warmogs or you can do Phantom Dancer or any other item that's going to build with these tankiness. But Guardian Angel is almost a must on Swain to be very strong for a frontline unit. And then for Kennen, same thing. Guardian Angel, Morelos, really good combo on him. If you can get this on him, he's pretty good. Kennen can even ult twice, but he's definitely going to be able to ult once, do tons of damage, lots of stuns, and lots of spell burn. You can also do Morelos, of course, on Swain as well. You can also put Morelos on Anivia. I like to put most of my items in Kennen, though, out of the 3 Elementalists. Brand and Anivia are just supports, and with this Elementalist Imperial build, you're going to get a Stone Golem, so you get an extra unit on the board here, so that's really nice to have. And then for Draven, of course, he's going to be your main carry with Swain, and he's going to have a Static Shiv, Rapid Fire Cannon, Bloodthirster. Now, this build can be varied, of course, depending on what you get. Same thing with Swain and Kennen. You're not always going to get these items. This is kind of like the ideal build. So let's say you don't get the Rapid Fire Cannon or Static Shiv, no problem. But you have a Runon's Hurricane. Runon's Hurricane is absolutely busted on Draven right now because this does 75% of his damage, and he already does tons of damage. So there's basically 2 Dravens on the board, and then you get to also heal off items because this works with on-hit effects. So Bloodthirster is a really good combo with the Runon's Hurricane, or once again, anything that will proc with the Runons will be good. You can even go red buff. Let's say you don't have the Bloodthirster or Rapid Fire Cannon, then you put a red buff instead. If you don't have the Rapid Fire Cannon, that's fine as well. Instead of that, sometimes you have a Guardian Angel. Hey, put the Guardian Angel on him. To be honest, Guardian Angel on Draven is actually really good. If you don't have any of those other items to build, then just build this on him because getting a Draven come back to life is extremely scary. He doesn't need the extra range sometimes. Sometimes he needs the extra life. So depending on the situation, depending on what your opponents are going for, your builds are going to vary, and it's also going to depend on which items you get, but try to build these kind of items for these champions. Second version of the 4 Imperial comp is 4 Imperials and the Guardians. That's right, so you're going to have a Braum and Leona, and they're going to be giving you tons of armor to all your champions. And for support, you're going to have Mordekaiser once again for the Knight bonus, so your team is going to be very tanky. You're going to get some Knight bonus, damage blocked, and lots of armor. And you're going to have a Karthus because Karthus is very good, so it's better to have a Karthus instead of Kindred. For the Phantom bonus, you can delete somebody, and if you have a Karthus, you can give him Morelos or Guardian Angel just like you would give it for Kennen. And this build is very good against a lot of Ranger comps. So if your opponents, if you see like 4 Rangers in that game, then Guardians may be the right way to go because lots of armor is going to help you out. Or if you see another Draven player to counter the Draven, get more armor as well. Now this comp is not so good against many of those Void Sorcerer comps or any active skill comps, unfortunately, so you have to watch out for that. But regardless, this Guardian 4 Imperial comp also does work pretty well. Lastly, and this is my favorite version of the 4 Imperial build, is 3 Blade Masters and 4 Imperials. So once again, you're going to have Mordekaiser and Karthus as the Phantom and Knight dual support for your team, so you get some tankiness here. This is going to be all-out damage comp. There's not going to be Guardian Shields or anything like that, so you need every little bit of damage block as you can. That's why the Mordekaiser is very good with this. And then you're going to have Aatrox because he's a demon, and he's going to be able to Demon Burn with Swain. Once again, Demon Burn is very good right now because of the large amount of Void Sorcerer players that are running around, so silencing that Cho, before he ults or Karthus before he ults is extremely good. And even Aurelion Soul right now is quite busted, so being able to cut down his mana as well is very good right now. So demons are a little bit underrated right now, but if the demon mana burn procs, this is really good. And then for your third Blade Master is Blade Master Yasuo. Yasuo being one of my favorite Blade Masters, this guy's extremely good. If you put a Guardian Angel on Yasuo, which I think is almost a mandatory, if you have another Guardian Angel that you can give it to him, or give him a whole bunch of items if you get him to even 2 stars by the very late game, which will make Yasuo very strong. He's going to come back to life twice. You can give him Warmogs, you can give him Ionic Spark, you can give him Bloodthirster, you can give him any item, but Guardian Angel, once again, I think is the mandatory MVP item here, but just give whatever you can to him if possible. So you're gonna have 3 Blade Masters. Draven's also gonna be doing tons of damage now because he's gonna be doing an extra damage on hit by every 45% chance. Every auto attack that he hits, he's going to get possibly another auto attack in. So Draven's going to be extremely strong with this 3 Blade Master build. This is pure damage, not much of a tankiness, but this is my favorite version of the 4 Imperial comp. Now I'm going to show you guys a clip of where I go for the 4 Imperial comps and show you guys the busted moves of Swain and Draven, because these two guys are just absolute powerhouses right now with this build. So I hope you guys enjoy the clip. Once again, remember to leave a thumbs up and comment below, and I'll see you guys next time. Well, I got an absolute busted Imperial team right now. We got 4 Imperials and we have 2 Karthuses. Karthuses are still in it, guys. These Karthuses are still crazy. And I'm looking for that one Yasuo. Damn. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold my gold here. But basically we have 4 Imperials on the board, 2 Karthuses. This is the build. And this is the impossible Blade Master Swain with support Draven. And then we have a very weak front line. We're doing pretty good. I'm in first place, but everyone's very close to here. I don't think these guys are going to beat me, though. They have to kill my Swain twice. He's absolutely busted. There you go. Boom. They got to go through 2 Karthuses. Swain comes back to life. And he is just killing things. So we just killed that guy, I think. So there's 3 of us now in the game. And this is the game where everyone is just going Glacial Rangers with KOs. Like, these 2 guys literally have the same team. Even the 4th place guy, he had some very similar looking team. I almost feel like I should just go for two Swains instead of this. Maybe instead of this Karthus here. Or maybe go for 2 Dravens, because we do have a lot of Blade Master bonus. So if we get another Draven, we're probably going to put 2 Dravens on the board. But I think Swain is just so much better than Draven, to be honest. I'm just going to grab him just in case I do get another 2-star Swain. Then we're putting him on the board. 4 Imperials means every Imperial on the board gets double the damage. And right now I've been slapping both of these 2. Very similar Phantom Ranger guy with KO, double statics on his Ashe. And then this guy's, once again, triple statics, 2 static on his Ashe with souped up 2-star Yasuo. That's why he's got all my Yasuos. I was wondering why he wasn't coming out. I'm just gonna roll here to see if I get a Yasuo. Nope, I don't. So I think I'm just gonna keep my Dravens. And we got a Rabadon's Death Cap, which would have been really, really good. You know what? I'm gonna give the Rabadon's. Okay, this is a ghost. I'm gonna think about this. I want to give this to like Aatrox, but Aatrox is only 2 stars. He's kind of weak. Of course, it would be very nice for my Karthus to have. I could put the 1-star Karthus back on the board, but I think having 2 Dravens is a lot better, especially when I'm dealing with the Rangers here. The 1-star Karthus was working for me, but sometimes he doesn't get his ult off and he just dies. So these 2 guys are pretty much a mirror matchup here, but one guy has a 2-star Yasuo, and his Yasuo looks a little bit stronger. Ooh, very, very close fight between these 2 guys. I think he gonna survive. No, he died. So King Kane is gone. It's just me versus Krem. And there we go. We got the Yasuo, boys. I think this is a hard choice. I think 2 Dravens are actually better than the Yasuo. The Knight bonus is really good too, because I get 15 damage block for everyone, but my Mordekaiser, to be honest, is crap. My Mordekaiser is the worst. He's putting all his guys in the center. I think I'm going to put my Yasuo instead. Yeah, I'm going to put my Yasuo instead, and then we're going to go Rabadon on this Yasuo and one recurve bow for this Draven. Okay, he got Phantom. So maybe I should have waited until the Phantom went off. But if he gets a Tornado off, that's a Rabadon Tornado, 3,000 Yasuo damage. Maybe I should have just given him the attack speed item, but he's my frontline tank, so he would have just died anyways. So once again, Swain coming back to life, and you just can't finish off that Swain. And that is GG, boys. There we go. And that was a pretty good team right here.